You don't need to be the smartest. In fact, I think the smartest people, they have too many reasons why not to do a business. But then because we are dumb enough, we are willing to try stupid shit.
Joshua, founder of ErgoTune, a very popular brand that exploded during COVID. And Joshua took the business from zero and sold it off to 15 million without any funding with two of his co-founders.
Now, you need to build with AI. There will be a solopreneur 9-figure brand being built in like this century.
How crazy did sales increase by during COVID?
Easily 10x. The first day that they locked down, there was a queue from my showroom to the lift.
Today, he's looking for his next 8-figure exit and is looking to build a personal brand, educating entrepreneurs on how they can do the same as well. What would you say are the most important skills the founder mastered?
In this day and age, is content creation. Even now, people buy from people and not from brands. Take action to then start to figure things out along the way. So nothing to lose, bro. You don't know what will work. And more importantly, you don't know what you like. This is a skill game, right? We are just bad at the skill. And what is the skill that we need to learn? The skill is to
Welcome to the 3M show, where we invite self-made millionaires and entrepreneurs to discuss on the topic of money, mindset, and mastery. Today, we are very honored to have Joshua, founder of ErgoTune, a very popular brand that exploded during COVID. And Joshua took the business from zero and sold it off to 15 million without any funding with two of his co-founders. Today, he's looking for his next 8-figure exit and is looking to build a personal brand, educating entrepreneurs on how they can do the same as well. Joshua,
yay!
Thanks for being here, man.
Hey, all good,
very
man.
honored to have you, man.
Yeah, thanks,
Right.
thanks for inviting.
You mentioned that you were doing content. What do you like of this name called the LGBT?
Cancelable name, bro.
Let's grow business together.
Hey, LGBT. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
makes sense.
Josh, I think many people know you as the founder of ErgoTune, but can you share with us how you started
Oh, the
entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I guess the very first time I sold stuff was in primary school. So primary school, I'm not sure whether is it your generation. Primary school, we play erasers.
It is.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, we same age?
You're
9-1.
Same generation.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
also
okay.
90 and
Right. Do you play erasers?
Yes, for sure.
So there was one day I lost everything. And then I went to because I was terrible, right? So I went to the bookstore and I was like, I got enough pocket money to buy everything here. So at least I don't need to keep making multiple trips.
Okay.
So I bought everything.
and monopolize it.
So I went back to the tables and then like I saw people playing and then I saw people lost, right? So they went to the bookstore and I was like, oh, no more. So they came to buy from me. Then I was like,
You get to set the price now.
Yeah, so I bought one for 10 cents, then I sold for 20 cents.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I started to sell erasers from there just to buy an extra meatball.
So that was primary school.
That was primary school. That was the very first time I sold stuff to make money.
Were you a good student? Like how was your grades like?
I was alright. Neighborhood primary school, and I went into quite good secondary school. Then I went poly and like SMU.
Okay, define quite good. Like what was your PSLE?
250.
Okay, really very good. Compared to mine, I'd rather not share mine.
Why, bro?
Okay, I got 2
If
2-1 plus.
yours lower, right? Now you're successful. The gap bigger.
Okay,
bro.
that's true. I only got 2-1.
Yeah. That's incredible. Yeah.
Then in secondary school,
I went Nanhua.
Oh, Nanhua.
Yeah, I went Nanhua at Clementi. Then I went to poly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went poly studying banking and finance because people told me finance make money. So I went there. And then after I graduated, I was choosing a course for uni, and they told me tech will make money. So I went to information systems in SMU.
Okay.
And after I got to graduate, they say actually start business is the only way to make money. So I started. So I'm just chasing all the way, bro.
Steady, man.
Yeah,
So anything for the money at first. The enterprising mindset.
Yeah. Okay. I think as growing up, money was placed in a plays a huge importance in the role of my life. So everything it's about we don't have money to buy this, or like the family needs to save up, or even if you do well then I buy you this. Like a lot of things is very conditional on money. So without learning too much, I actually just think that having money is the most important thing. Yeah. So naturally I just kept chasing that without actually understanding like what am I gonna use it for. It just felt important.
So was ErgoTune your first business?
No,
it wasn't?
It was like
Okay.
I think the sixth business.
Six, ah?
Yeah.
So what was the first like few ventures?
I started a lot in between. I had corporate gifts company, software
When do you
development
start?
agency.
Like in uni?
Yeah, in uni.
Okay.
Uni and poly and uni, just randoms here and there. The business right before ErgoTune was the one that we spent a little bit more effort, was the education company.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, that was one of our legend stories. Have you heard the story before?
I think I briefly heard.
Yeah.
But maybe you can share the
yeah. So one day I got chased out of my house by my mom.
Okay.
Because I was a naughty boy. So I went to my co-founder's house to stay. Back then we were year 4 uni already. But my co-founder from NTU. So he 3 years.
Great. So you knew your co-founders.
I knew them from
Were
poly.
they the same founders in ErgoTune?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you knew them from poly and you started
Yes.
many businesses with them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And before you all started ErgoTune, you all started an education company.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went over to his place to stay because I needed a place to crash. He just graduated from NTU.
Okay.
So he was learning how to build websites, and he was taking that and then building for some companies lah. And then we were lying on his bed, like just side by side, facing up and not looking at each other in their eyes.
That's quite gay, bro.
Hey!
Okay,
cancelled.
Joshua is married. Happily married.
Yeah, so we were lying there and he was like, bro, I really don't want to work for people because 10 years later, like we will have maybe a salary 6K. Like how I survive, I cannot
Which
survive.
founder?
Jake.
Oh, Jake. Okay.
Yeah. So I was at Jake's house and he was like, bro, what can you do? And I said, I can code because I'm from IS ma.
Okay.
I wasn't the best coder, by the way.
Okay.
I was just better than those that haven't started learning, right? And he said, what do you like to do? And I said, I like to teach. So he said, okay, we start education company. Then the next question was, how much can you live without that you will still be able to sleep at night? And I said, $500. Bro, I was boasting, bro. My bank account only got 800, bro.
500 a month or what?
No, $500. Like I can take out $500 and I'll still be able to sleep at night.
Okay.
Yeah. I only had $800 in my bank, bro. Like 500. I didn't want to lose face in front of my friend, right?
Fair enough.
So we said, okay, we each put in 500. So we got 1K. And it's like, okay, I'll build a website and then we'll market on Facebook.
Okay.
And then how much to charge? You're like, oh, tech very hot now. Last time Facebook was growing, Instagram was growing. You hear legend stories, right? So we are like $600. Confirm got people pay one. Okay, we built a website and then we started to sell on Facebook. 2 weeks later, I met him at Chompang. And then I was like, hey bro, how many people signed up? He said, wow, 0 eh. I was like, huh? You mean tech not hot, bro? Yeah. So we were a bit confused and then we was like, okay, half price, bro. We half price, confirm got people come. So we half price $300 and then 20 students signed up.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, so we had
6K ref.
6K ref. So after 1K for Facebook ads,
Okay.
1K we used to rent the
location.
classroom and print certs and all those admin stuff.
And
we had 4K ma.
Your friend is the trainer.
No, I was the trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Cause I know how to teach.
Okay.
Yeah, so 4K, then we each person 2K. Then I was like, wow, if I do this every weekend, like 8K a month
Yes.
That's fucking crazy, yeah. So we're like, okay, let's continue doing this. So that was our education company.
Okay.
Then we brought in our other poly friend, Damon. So he joined because he knew how to run Facebook ads properly. So he was like, okay, we're gonna launch a Facebook ads course. So we put him in and then like we all teach and then we try to grow that company.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but it seems like there were good progress, man. Like how did
it was doing very well. It was doing very well. We scaled to a point where it funded our first office.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was doing very well. Our first office was damn scrappy. It was at Aljunied. It was a mezzanine unit. So we cut out a space for warehouse, a space for showroom, and a space for classroom.
Bro, sounds very nice, right? Yeah. Better than here.
Hey, no, you cut out is about the same. It's not so great. Yeah, when I show you pictures, it's not so great.
Okay.
So in our heads is people walk in, they will walk past the showroom and then they'll go to the classroom. Hey, got traffic. This builds traffic. Yeah, 0 students bought, bro. 0 students bought. So that time we already started Everdesk. So we started a standing desk company.
Okay.
Yeah, but in our heads is we are paying 1K for the rentals outside, ma. As long as we have 4 lessons, we can use that to cover the rental of this office. Yeah, naive. You didn't know that renovation need money, lighting need money, utilities need money. We just simply thought they will break even. But yeah, so we rent some of our classes there while we tried to build Everdesk and ErgoTune. Yeah.
Well, but something I picked up from you and your friends is that you guys have an idea, you just execute.
Hey, try first.
Try first, right?
Nothing to lose, bro.
Would you say it's a very important trait for like entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs?
For sure, because you don't know what will work. And more importantly, you don't know what you like. Right? Like, sometimes you think, wow, this one, wow, I'll be very interested in it. It's like now everybody's trying to do content, right?
Yes.
But there's so many people on the sidelines. If you don't try, you won't actually know whether you like it or not. Right? You can buy all the best cameras and lights and everything, but you don't even press the record button or the post button, you will never know whether are you actually interested. Is this something that you would like to do?
So as someone that scaled a business to like 20 million, you have never thought that you can scale to 20 million, right?
Yeah.
In fact, when you first start, you also blur, right?
Nah, blur, bro. Yeah.
And so guys, just start like and you improvise.
Yeah. No, I think
Amazing,
that is the beauty of being a founder, because you don't need to be the smartest. In fact, I think the smartest people, they have too many reasons why not to do a business.
That's true.
Right? Like I'm not right curve enough. Like I'm very mid curve. Right? So like I'm so mid curve.
2.5 plus, quite a high curve actually.
It's alright. Yeah. I'm not like, you know, some people you talk to them, you're just like, wow, this guy is super smart. Yeah. So but then because we are dumb enough, we are willing to try stupid shit. Yeah. So because we don't have enough excuses to give ourselves. Yeah. So I think action is more important than being smart.
So you took ErgoTune 4 years?
4 years.
How was the first 3 years like?
There was a turning point at the end of our first year. First year was after the high of pre-orders and we managed to move into an office. We had a phase where we weren't selling. Right? It was like 0 to 1 tables a day. Like, we were trying everything. We went to Kairos, physios, we went to all the HPB events, we ran some ads, we did Google ads. Like, just nothing was moving. Revenue was stagnating. Our very famous line back then was 吃不饱饿不死. Yeah, you're just surviving. Yeah,
were you drawing any salary back then?
2K.
Yeah,
we dropped 2K for a very long time.
For how long?
Probably 2-3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, for a very long time. Yeah. But it's fine. Because like, I think the lucky thing is we started when we were in year 4 uni. So my lifestyle, I didn't know what the next lifestyle looks like. So I was very okay with the bars and the coffee shops, and even till now I'm still like this. So I didn't have that lifestyle inflation. Yeah.
So what was the turning point?
So the turning point was me and my co-founder, because we basically made some mistakes with regards to ordering of the tabletops. So we had to drive to Malaysia one day to bring the tabletops back, because like the customer needs it the next day. So we were driving there, and then on our way back we were having dinner, and Damon was in Singapore, so he texted us like, hey, our competitor just launched. That was Omnidesk, right? So they just launched, and we were like, oh, they also gonna be 吃不饱饿不死 like us lah, right? Cause standing there is very hard, ma. Cause all this while we were thinking like, who will want to stand up to work? Only expats do it. 3 months later, right, Omnidesk search volume was higher than standing desk.
So which year was what?
I think that was 2019. Yeah. So Omnidesk search, like the brand search was higher than category.
Wow.
Which is like incredible, right? And we are like, wow. It's not that there's no market. It's we are bad. Like, we are horrible at it. Like, so from there it gave us a very huge awakening that like, okay, this is a skill game, right? We are just bad at the skill. And what is the skill that we need to learn? The skill is to focus on one acquisition channel that we can scale profitably and outsource everything else. Yeah. So that was the biggest turning point.
So I want to highlight this. This is super important. I think previously you guys were still blaming the market. But the point where you guys really took responsibility, that was a huge breakthrough, right?
Yes.
Okay. And subsequently, which channel do you guys choose to?
Facebook ads.
Okay.
Facebook ads. And also because like all the other big brands that we hear of in Singapore, they all are very good at running Facebook ads.
Okay.
Yeah. And Facebook ads is also one of those that you can scale technically indefinitely.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
for
so
sure. Every dollar you put in, you get back
$3,
$4. Yeah.
yeah, back then the big channels were either Google or Facebook, right? But Google is very demand capped. Like if this month's standing desk category search volume is 10,000, there's no way you can magically make it to 1 million. Right? There's no way.
Yep.
Right? But for Facebook ads is what we call demand generation. You can tell people why there is a problem and how your product can solve them. So you can create that demand. Yeah. So that was the reason why we had to focus on Facebook ads. So we did like massive org chart changes, make everybody take courses, and like we just learn and try to be very good at it.
Okay.
And
once we had ErgoTune as a product, like everything took off from there.
Okay. So ErgoTune was the first product.
ErgoTune was the first product.
You guys focus on one channel, Facebook. That was like year 2, right?
Year 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that you guys from ErgoTune got very good at doing Facebook ads.
Yes.
Then ErgoTune came along.
Yes.
Which year was that?
Also in 22. But once we knew how to scale profitably, like we understand unit economics, we understand how what is marketing, what is the budget, how to script better, how to engage UGCs. Now the whole game changes. Right? We became very focused at what we needed to do. And once ErgoTune came in, we found an angle that works, and then we could continue to scale.
Nice.
Yeah. So we were on a very fast trajectory prior to COVID.
Okay.
But when COVID hit, then it exploded even further.
Right?
Yeah. But it was we were lucky that we found that before COVID.
Well, I love it, man. I think firstly you guys had no fear. Just not lucky or not so smart. I mean, I agree with the not so smart part because I can relate to that. I can relate to that. Maybe not even mid curve. Maybe the I'm kidding.
Bro, people that make money either low curve or high curve. Bro. Mid curve people don't make money.
That's true. So you guys started and you all improvised along the way.
Yeah.
You all took responsibility and it was like a series of experiments, right?
Yes.
And when you all figured it out, you all found the right product market fit, and everything just good with COVID.
Yes.
How crazy did sales increase by during COVID?
Easily 10x. 10x.
Okay.
Yeah. It was. I still have the photo of the day they were announced it was gonna be a lockdown.
Okay.
The government gave like 3 days, right?
Yeah.
The first day that they locked down, there was a queue from my showroom to the lift for a furniture company.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also think because there was a lot of, because you know funnel, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people were already at mid funnel.
Okay.
When COVID hit, when the lockdown came, everybody squeezed to bottom funnel, right?
Yes.
It was very funny because one of my salesperson, everybody became salesperson, right?
Okay.
The queue was so long, one of my sales person took the chair out to the car park. And then he's like, who's looking for a chair? Come here. So we split the queue into just looking for a chair and those looking at tables. And then he's like, okay, you can adjust here, you can adjust here, you can adjust here. You want, you make money there.
Transact.
You want, you take the product yourself. If you want, we can deliver.
Do you have a photo or video of it?
We have a photo of the queue.
Okay.
Yeah, but if only I did content last time. But
That's
yes,
crazy,
that was freaking crazy. Yeah, we have post-it notes of like, oh, this is sold. Then like 2 months later, we like, hey, why got post-it note on the floor? Like, that was crazy. Yeah.
How do you guys feel that day, man? Like,
tired. Like I don't think we actually celebrated because when they announced the lockdown, we had to pull all our goods from warehouse to our storefront, right? And that was until like 4 a.m. already.
Wow.
Then at 8 a.m. we came and like it was a long queue. Yeah, but we were very lucky because our initial team, the 7 of us, three founders, right, and 4 core team members, they were the ones that like we will always appreciate. There was no complaint. There was no like, oh, I work a bit too long. It was always what do we need to do to make this happen? Yeah. And we just made it happen together. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah. I heard that when ErgoTune was being acquired, you guys set aside a portion for founding team.
For sure.
Nice,
like
man.
without your generals, you won't have an empire. Like, you need to reward them well.
No, and I think this is something that is something I really respect.
Right.
And like I think these are traits that will allow people to follow you.
Yeah. Less of that. I think more of we feel guilty. Yeah, like it will never be enough. Yeah. The things that they did for us.
So Josh, I mean, like that was the high, right? What was the lowest? Like, do you guys have like doubts? I mean, we're drawing 2K. Like, what was the biggest challenge you guys faced? What was the like?
To be honest, we were very lucky to have each other. in the team. We were ready to cover anybody at any point in time. I think the bigger doubts came from investing large amount in the business when we knew that that money could be ours.
Okay.
Right? Because once you scale a product company, you know the amounts gets bigger and bigger. At the start, your MOQ, maybe you 40K.
Okay.
Very big, right?
Yeah.
But when you're doing $1 million a month,
Okay.
the cash flow that runs through the company is crazy. And every single one can buy a HDB, right? You can take out and cash out. So at that point in time,
Not just buy HGB, full cash.
Full cash, bro.
Yes.
Full cash, bro. And at that point in time, the decisions became a lot harder to make because it far exceeds what your personal financial situation is. Yeah, and that became slightly more challenging.
I see.
Yeah.
But you guys just had a faith and just went with it. Do you guys have meetings to discuss? Like, hey,
For sure. Okay. So one of the common questions that people ask me is why did I sell ErgoTune, right? And one of the stories is that the ErgoTune headrest.
Yes.
Yeah. So the headrest looks normal to everybody, right? The story prior to that is we launched this new product and we knew that the headrest was a problem. But to redo the headrest, right, it requires $150,000. That's $50K each that we can pay for our wedding, right? And it took us 3 months to make that decision.
Okay.
Because we were like, wow, is it really necessary? Will we be able to cover? But deep down, we know that it's the best for customers. And do you want to invest for your customers? So ultimately, we made a decision, and it was a great decision because there were a lot of influencers that natively reposted, say that ErgoTune, they heard us, they changed it, and then that drove sales up also. But when we were making that decision, it wasn't easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super amazing, man.
Yeah.
Doing right by your customers.
Yeah.
I think that's super important.
Yeah. That's one of the mistakes that I think one of the questions you wanted to ask was what are the things that young entrepreneurs think?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So I think that one of the big mistakes is people like to build things for themselves. But the reality is you're building for your consumers, right? And you are just one of the consumer. So your first product is supposed to suck, right? Your first product is supposed to suck so that there can be feedback and then you adjust based on that feedback. You are not smart enough than the market, right? You are just an intermediary that is trying to build great products. And what defines great products is what consumers buy, right? So you need to build for them. Yeah.
So what are the lengths that you take, right, to listen to a client's feedback?
Oh, bro, everything, bro. All bad reviews.
Okay.
People think we don't listen. All bad reviews, right, is forwarded to a team's channel where the whole company is in.
So even the founder is
in, and then we will say like, okay, of course not all customers are right?
Yeah.
My theory is you need to listen behind the complaint. What is the problem that they are facing? Is it something that we can solve? If it's something that we cannot solve, then we'll put it aside. But enough people talk about it, you better do something about it, right? And it's the easiest filter for what's going wrong with your company. When you're running 30, 40 people company, there will be gaps that you miss. But don't worry, the customers will tell you, right? The customer will be very vocal to tell you that they receive their delivery like 2 weeks late. They will tell you, right? And then you have something to fix. Yeah.
How often do you look at the reviews?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Okay.
When there is, it's pinned to my top message. Yeah,
Wow.
it has to be. Yeah. Of course, that forms one part of the equation. Like the other part of the equation is the ability to ask good questions and interview your customers. Yeah. So at the start, when we first launched, we call every single customer like why did you buy from us? It's a very simple thing, right? How many entrepreneurs do that? How many entrepreneurs call your customers? Like you don't dare to talk to them. They pay money already. Let's talk, right? But no, you want to call them to understand why they buy.
Okay.
Like there are so many options out there. Why do you choose us? To then be able to zone in on, hey, this might actually be what is people actually looking for. Yeah.
So do you do the calls yourself?
Yeah. At the start,
Wow.
At the start.
Okay.
Then after that, we do the whole company needs to help out at IT show. Mandatory. Yeah. Just so that you can talk to
They can be on the
customers.
ground. You can hear the
But
feedback.
sometimes reach a certain point, it becomes numbers on the screen. You don't know who you're serving. You don't know the time and effort people take to analyze your product, why they choose your product over other people. You want to speak to them. You want to know what are the problems they are facing. But it will become very interesting because the marketing people will ask very marketing related questions. The product people will ask very product related questions. The delivery people will then you suddenly get very good insights because all these people that are running the day to day, they know what type of questions they want to learn from the customers, and then your company can become stronger together.
Nice. So what I'm hearing is that when you're a founder, you not just do right by your team. I mean, you need to do right by your clients as well.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay.
As much as like a lot of people don't like consumer brands, like most of us, we really try very hard.
So Josh, I mean, you're looking to start an incubation program. We are looking to groom upcoming entrepreneurs. What would you say are the top traits you look out for in these entrepreneurs? Will being client-centric be one of them?
Okay. I think those are still easier to teach. The willingness to see everything as a test is more important.
Okay, so first is the willingness to see everything as a test.
Yes.
Means they enjoy failing.
Yes.
They just want to just get their hands dirty and
so
they cannot be too smart.
Not too sure. But I think for people that are willing to fail, when you frame things as a test, right, you don't feel the pressure of like I'm gonna fail. You feel more like I try, I fail.
I'm gonna learn something.
I'm gonna learn something, right? Okay. So then. And more importantly, they will take action on it.
Okay. So that's the second thing. Need to take action. Speed of execution.
Speed. Like you can talk about wanting to do content creation for 10 years versus you start today. You post a video that has 0 views. Like so what? Like you are the same as yesterday. Like what's the difference? Right? You just want to try things, right?
Okay. Any other traits that you look out for? Must they have like business experience?
No. That's important. Okay. Product focus, customer focus, that's important. Like the product is influenced by the customer. But I think one thing that I'm trying to find is the founder to product fit. There are certain products that when a founder sells, it just fits their profile.
Okay.
So for example, like me, if I were to sell skincare, top match. Right? Just top match.
Maybe can I sell skincare? Maybe can, right?
Maybe can. Men's skincare, bro.
Men's skincare.
To a specific community.
Okay.
I think you got a niche there.
LGBT. Let's grow business together community.
Okay. So like there like sometimes it's a vibe. I don't know how to explain, but they need to fit that product fit.
Understand.
And you'll make it easier to sell. And I will make sure I'll try to like build in public.
So should the founder face certain problems in life that it can be solved using the product that they represent? Something like that?
Less important, but if they are excited about the product they want to start, it's just different.
Okay.
Because you will spend time, like, what do you read in your free time?
Personal development, business.
Right. Like
money.
You know about terms that regular people don't know.
Okay.
Just because you spend a lot more of your free time, not because you can make money off it, just because I'm interested.
Okay.
Right?
So
you
the passion, passion.
Okay. Like if you are willing to do things for free, you'll probably do well in that industry.
Okay. So to summarize, you need a founder in terms of traits. Willing to fail, willing to just go and chong. Take action. And choose a product that they are passionate in. Okay. How about skill sets?
Everything can be learned.
Okay.
Everything can be learned.
What would you say are the most important skills that the founder must learn?
In this day and age is content creation.
Okay.
Content creation, which essentially is to drive traffic, which is sales.
Sales and marketing.
Okay. So sales, there's one-to-one sales and there is more one-to-many, right? When we run ads, it's one-to-many, right? And there are better ways to do ads. There are better ways to do your website. But I think all these are skills that can be learned. One very important thing is now you need to build with AI built within the company. Like my goal is, I think there will be a solopreneur 9-figure brand being built in like this century.
For sure,
right?
100%.
So building AI within the company as part of your process, like we are not smart enough to build AI.
Yes.
Right? But we better make sure we use it.
But would you say that AI is just like a tool? The most important, the foundation is still the mindset, right? I mean, without the right mindset, even if you have the best tools.
You just need better prompts.
which in a sense when you're prompting, right?
Yes.
It's like the thought of experimenting and just like just trying.
Yes,
Yeah.
and just taking this to learn, no.
Nice.
Yeah. So like it's supposed to fast track everything. Yeah.
So okay, George, I want to ask a question because like in my community, I tell my members right to consider beginner friendly side hustles.
Okay.
Like sales, service-based business, content creation, because it absolutely requires like zero capital.
Nice.
Is there a way to scale e-commerce, right?
Uh-huh.
If someone doesn't have like capital to begin with,
Have.
how would you suggest they go about doing it?
I think there are products that are naturally pre-orders.
Oh, okay.
You find those.
Okay.
Yeah. So furniture. Right? Not
okay.
ErgoTune, furniture. So if you buy a house before, you know that people pay for the sofa before they even get the sofa, right? Naturally pre-orders.
Okay.
Confinement food.
Okay.
Bro, pre-order 2 months before that. Then you go and find like how to make, right?
They're not
like
very predictable.
Yeah. So you already know the demand that is coming in, and then you like it's a lot easier to find suppliers. Like if you take a contract, go to a food manufacturer, they're like, oh yes, please.
Okay.
Right? But like finding a sale is a tough one, ma. Yeah,
so you will encourage them to sell first, right? Before ordering.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure, collect the money first. You got no money already, what?
Well, that's very smart, eh?
Yeah.
The confinement and furniture.
Yeah.
Any other niche that you feel?
Your health checkup, also pre-order. Yeah. There are some products that are just naturally pre-order. Like, I'm just listing those that in my life, I realized that I pay first before I use the service. Right? So when you start to open your lens to find these things, you will then start to see a little bit more.
So if there's a founder that is very passionate in like confinement centers, and they fulfill all the traits, they should just take action and do it.
Yeah, just try. What's the worst that can happen? You just go back. You already got $0.
Yes.
Like what more can you lose? You just lose time. Time is worth nothing.
And in fact, you don't. Not only do you not lose anything, you gain the experience.
Yes.
And the exposure is what they will open more doors, lah.
Yeah, for sure.
So like Josh, if you were to lose everything today, like what will you do to make back your first 10K?
My knowledge still there.
No knowledge.
No knowledge.
In this day and age.
Oh, in this day and age.
Assuming you just started back when you are in poly with your friend, lying on a bed. Your friend tell you that he don't see himself working 8 to 5.
If I turn back time, I'll buy Bitcoin.
Same.
Yeah, why work so hard, bro?
No, but assuming it's you don't turn back time. It's
right now.
2025. It's right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so one way is I'll find pre-order business. The other one is I'll learn. Another way that I try to find product ideas is I see what's the reality now and what I believe is the reality 5 to 10 years later. Right? And that's using a lot of words to say catch a trend. Right? You can be an average company that catch a trend that grows like incredibly well versus a sunset industry that you just need to fight tooth and nail for every dollar. And right now is AI. Right now is AI. So there are easy money to make in AI. There are people that just don't want to explore, right?
Yes.
You just build stuff for those companies first.
Okay.
Yeah,
so service-based business. Teaching people how to incorporate AI into their business.
Whether is it teaching or building a product for an industry.
Okay.
So I will choose a niche. Let's say dental clinics, right? Like then I'll go and see, or tuition centers. I'll go and see what's the problem, scheduling, arranging for people. Can I build an app so that the students can learn and ask questions from there? I'll just test out different industries first. See who is willing to pay.
And so you choose a particular target audience, figure out their pain points, and use AI to see how you can solve it.
Always.
That's very smart.
Like I think business, like at least in product companies, there is the way we see is there is always form and function.
Form and function.
Yeah. So function is you solve a problem.
Okay.
Form is how nice it looks.
Okay.
I don't know how to sell things that looks nice. Like it's just not my game. Like a lot of people know how to do that. I'm just not one of them. I know how to sell things that solves a problem. And then the form factor is a nice add-on to it, right? So I will always find
the function,
how to solve a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, man. So AI, business related to AI, or business that
solve a problem,
and best is pre-order.
Yes.
Amazing, man. You're dropping seriously good advice.
Yeah.
So you won't suggest people to borrow money from their friends, from the banks, from their parents.
That doesn't solve the main problem lah. Yeah. Like your main, if let's say you cannot go any lower, it's the best one. Cause like
Now you have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose, bro.
Yeah.
Like honestly, it is a lot easier to start a business when I was a student versus now. Like now I got things to lose, and I'm like, oh shit, I cannot take too much risk. Like I need to be, I know too much. Like I cannot like anyhow just go and try. Back then I was fearless,
curse of
bro.
knowledge, right? Curse of knowledge, yeah.
Back then I was fearless. Like hey, somebody want to buy something, I have. I don't even have a supplier. How much can you pay first? then like, I just go and do.
And now that you are preparing for your newborn, would you say all these family commitments?
Probably, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm still adjusting, trying to figure things out. Yeah.
But best is when you're young, right?
Yes.
So if you do have any advice for those people who are like 18, 19, 20?
Oh, just try. Try. Like, I don't think you know what success looks like. Like nobody knows when you are younger. But you just take action to then start to figure things out along the way. I think one of the most common problems that people think when they are first starting out, right, is that people like me got it figured out from the start. But the reality is we knew jack shit, bro. Like I've never used a standing desk before. I've never used it. I only see it on YouTube, like the Americans using it, right? Like I don't know how to deliver something that's 30 kg. Like what do I know? Like even until the point that I sell my company, I don't even know what is DD. Like they keep saying DD. Then I'm like, what is DD? Like, can somebody just tell me? Oh, due diligence. Due diligence. Then I'm like, oh, so do I? Like, I just figure things out along the way, and you just learn, right? So don't think that we know it all. And I spoke to a lot of like much more successful people. People are just all trying to figure things out. Why do you think Facebook and Apple invest in money on things that suddenly it just didn't appear in market anymore? They also make mistakes. They just have more money to make bigger mistakes.
It is very true. Like, you know, when you mix with people who are highly successful, right, you realize that they are just normal humans.
Yeah, they're just figuring things out, bro. They're just figuring things out,
And actually some of them quite retarded in real life.
Yeah. But I think if you think about the people that you meet in your life, there are more people that like never try anything versus try and fail. Right? There's actually very little people that try and fail. There's a lot more people that like just never try anything.
Yes.
If you just try, the chances of you succeeding, I don't think it's that small. Just you will figure out along the way, I think. Yeah.
So the fear of failure, fear of making mistakes has killed so many dreams.
Yes.
I believe a lot has to do with the conditioning we have in school. Because when we make a mistake, we're being penalized.
Right.
But actually in in a business, right? When you make a mistake,
you learn,
there's only positive net gain.
Bro, you move on, bro. You learn the skill of moving on fast, which I've come to realize it may not be a good thing. I realize I move on from problems in my personal life very fast also. And sometimes it might seem like I'm dismissing away the problems, you know. But like I just move on. Like
I get it. Especially when it deals with humans' emotions. People might seem like you're not too empathetic. But actually it's just you.
I just learn to move on faster.
So Josh, like when you all sold off ErgoTune, right? Like you guys receive a huge payout. How do you feel on that day when you saw that money?
On the day money hit the bank. Prior to that, we were still thinking whether is all this thing real. Like maybe money won't hit my bank. But when it really did, there was excitement for like a very short period of time. We didn't know what we are supposed to feel, but I know that like I've already learned that what made me happy prior to acquisition was the same things that made me happy now. Like there was not much difference. So the food that I like to eat was still the same. Like I didn't suddenly feel like wow, Michelin, suddenly the foie gras very nice. Like I don't understand. I don't understand.
What's foie gras?
I don't know. Some liver, goose liver or something.
Foie gras, man.
Foie gras. I don't even understand, bro. Like it didn't suddenly magically taste nicer. Like it's
so the money didn't change you at all. And
I think it definitely gave peace of mind. It definitely gave peace of mind. It gave freedom. I think freedom is priceless lah. But in terms of how I lived my life, don't need that much money. I really don't need that much money. Yeah. Which I'm trying to constantly remind myself. It's like, I think chasing number is infinite. Like you can chase forever, right? Like if you don't have a real reason why you are chasing it could be a certain lifestyle. Like no judgment, right? You can want to live in a GCB.
Yeah.
Are you willing to do the things that will get you there? What are the things that you are sacrificing? Which a lot of people don't talk about, right? Oh, this guy stay GCB, sure. But what did he sacrifice? Maybe time with family, maybe the growing up days of your kids. Like, do you want that? And if you are okay with that, that is entirely fine because it's your life.
Yeah.
Then I just try to look at what my life should look like. Yeah.
So would you say money can buy happiness?
To some degree lah.
Some degree, right? Money can buy peace of mind,
yeah,
freedom.
Freedom. Like I can choose to not stay in Singapore. Right? I can choose to travel at any point in time. Whether that gives me happiness or not too sure. Right? But now you have options.
So Josh, like now that you don't need to worry about money, I mean long time ago, what do you enjoy doing? What do you see yourself doing for the next 5, 10, 15 years?
Spend time with my wife. I love it. Like just plan mini experiences for us. We both learn singing together.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're gonna perform next week.
You wanna sing 1 or 2 sentences?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My singing is horrible. That's why I need to learn, bro.
You mentioned that entrepreneurs shouldn't be afraid of failing.
So I'm planning like mini experiences. I think, have you read the book Power of Moments?
I read a book, Power of Now.
Power of Moments.
Okay.
It basically Power of Moments and Die with Zero is two books that I kind of...
By Stephen Bartlett?
Yeah. No. It's I forgot who are the authors, but very famous lah.
Okay.
So anyway, the main point is, let's say Die with Zero, right? A lot of the most optimized way to live your life is the day that you die, your bank account left with $0. That's the whole thesis around it.
Okay.
And where you should be spending your money should be on experiences, because that pays what you call memory dividends.
Yes.
Right. The earlier you have them, the longer you get to enjoy.
Yes.
Right. So like next week when I go perform with my wife, we get to talk about this until we die.
Okay.
Like it's freaking incredible. So I want to create more of these memories and experiences.
Wow.
Yeah. Whatever that looks like. Yeah.
Wow, I'm so glad I invited my wife.
Oh. Yeah. Nice. Wife?
Why really lah?
Oh, when?
I haven't married.
Where the ring? Where the ring?
Huh? No, I assume close first.
No wife, you assume close?
By the time this video posted, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
No, but I really agree because like me and my wife, right? Yeah. We like to plan all these nice trips, moments, experiences lah.
Yeah. It's fun. Like our honeymoon, we went Africa.
Oh.
Yeah, East Africa.
Okay.
So we went Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, we hike up a mountain, see like wow silverback gorilla. No cage, bro. It's like it's just standing there. It's crazy.
Oh, and I heard that these animals are actually quite chill one.
Yeah.
So if you don't disturb them, they won't disturb you.
Yes, it was an experience, and then like they just walk past in front of you. Oh, got a near death but like never die. Those kind of feeling. Yeah, it was quite fun.
No cage, ah?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's damn cool, eh?
It's fun. Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to find these experiences, and also I think in your 20s, 30s, 40s, there are just activities that makes more sense. Yeah. When you're older, there are just different type of activities.
You're right. It's like you know when you're younger, you play PlayStation. Like you play games, it's damn fun.
Yeah.
But now that
not fun. Yeah. It's like now I can still snowboard. 10 years later, not too sure.
Yes.
I probably still can, but it will come with a lot of pain. Yeah. So if those are things that you want to try, you should try now. Yeah.
Awesome, man. So building a business, achieving that financial ability to have freedom to build moments. Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, Josh, like last few questions before we end off. Like you're now documenting your like journey online. Right. So how did that came about?
I met you.
Really?
You inspiration, bro. No, I think there are. Okay, firstly, I think personal branding no downside, right? Like I think my grand thesis is that next time, even now, people buy from people and not from brands, right? Like you look at when I look at Tesla, I think of Elon, right? And you see a lot of entrepreneurs, in Singapore also, they are building brands in a very competitive space, but they're just winning because of personal brand. Right? Like things that you think you cannot compete with the big boys, now there is a reason to fight with them.
Any examples?
I met this girl that sells crystals.
Oh, Cheryl Crystals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how you fight with other people? You're nobody.
Yeah.
When you start doing TikTok, people actually like your content and people want to support you, right?
Yeah.
And when you do personal content, I think one is to learn the skill of doing content actually, like and that on a broader picture is just capturing attention, right? You just need to learn how to capture attention. Second is people want to buy from people. And the last one is, I think when you do well in personal branding, it makes running a company a lot easier. Back then, one of the problems with ErgoTune is we couldn't hire.
Oh, okay.
Like people don't want to join a chair company, basically. Like it's not exciting, right? Like, hey, bro, you want to come sell chair? Not exciting, bro. But if you say, hey, bro, you want to come work for Joshua? Maybe got chance. Maybe got chance. Right? So like, I think there is a.
No, maybe it's a lot higher.
Yeah, it's a lot higher because people want to know who their employers gonna be, right? So
it's like an online resume, already.
Yes.
Online resume.
Yes, and I think in the future it's gonna be hygiene. It's going to be hygiene for brands to do this.
Oh, okay.
And if you don't do this, you'll just be left behind. You can continue to take a sideline and look at it, but at some point you will realize that you need to hop on the bandwagon.
Especially with AI coming up, I think people crave that human connection.
Yes.
Even more.
Yeah.
The story that you have.
Yeah. But now I'm not too sure. Some of the videos I watched, I thought it's human, but it's AI.
Wow.
Yeah. It's getting tougher and tougher.
Topic for another day.
Yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher.
But at least you put yourself out there first, then AI can generate.
Yeah.
And Josh, you're building your next venture, right?
I'm testing out a few brands, still testing ideas.
Okay.
Yeah. Some work, some flop. It is what it is. Yeah.
So what's your vision for your next your venture? What's your goals?
I'm trying to find things, whether is it I build myself or I invest in people to build things that I'll use. Yeah, so maybe something in fitness, maybe.
See, you're quite jacked recently.
Hey, trying.
Me can give a bicep flex.
Yeah.
Must take out.
Hey,
really huge.
Hey, no, married. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want
fitness.
Maybe build something in fitness. Maybe try a roll up type of model.
Sorry, what's a roll up model?
You buy/invest in related companies to scale them together.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like a VC firm type of thing, but more operators led.
That fitness related? Fitness, health?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, still exploring.
But for yourself, you're very passionate in fitness now, health. You follow Brian Johnson?
Yeah. I went to the event.
The Don't Die
event.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to sleep early. Yeah.
Me too. Like recently,
Really? Then you asked me to meet so late.
Brother, no, it's 7:39. Don't.
He's sleeping in 20 minutes, bro.
That's true. Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
We have to end soon.
I'm just trying. I do follow him.
I'm quite into health and fitness also.
Oh yeah, nice. It's I'm glad that on this world there are people like him to test out stuff. Correct. A lot of people don't agree with his methods. Yeah. But we need these people to push the world forward.
Yeah. I mean, he said a sentence he don't live to impress the people today. He live to impress the people thousands later. Yeah. Amazing guy. Amazing guy.
It's quite incredible. Yeah, his audience is incredible.
Yeah.
His audience, bro. I went to the event, right? He randomly picked 5 people, 4 entrepreneurs, 1 doctor. Bro.
Wow.
Random,
Yeah.
Random is crazy. Yeah. Insane. Yeah. So another tip, if you want to build online brand, is from my perspective, it is better to be known well than well known. Brian Johnson is a very clear example of somebody that is known well. Yeah, like his audience is very high quality. Yeah, versus well known where it's a different type of game.
He has a lot of haters lah. But I think when you build a personal brand, there has to be haters.
You need to lah. You need to lah. And it's part of the game lah. Yeah. Hey, people can't agree with everything you say. Everything you say is gold, man. You have opinions. If you got no opinions, then there's no side to stand on.
Okay, awesome, man, bro. I think bedtime soon.
Hey, nice.
Really nice having you on the show. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
And before we end off, I want to do a rapid fire Q&A. So we must
Fast How fast?
Fast
Okay.
Like just don't think and just answer.
Okay.
So one word to describe the education system.
Slow.
Slow. Okay. Favorite country you have visited?
Africa.
Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could meet one person in the world, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh. Elon Musk.
Wow, I kind of knew you would pick Elon.
Yeah.
Why Elon though?
I want to meet a lot of people, but I think Elon Musk in terms of, I don't think he's the type of life that I want to lead, but I want to know what does 10/10 intensity look like. Yeah, I want to know that, and I want to learn that from him, but I don't want to lead that life. Yeah. There are people that balances business and family very well.
Yeah.
Those are people that I want, like Jesse Itzler, do you know?
Not right.
Jesse Itzler wrote a book where he lived with David Goggins for a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Well, he's a very successful entrepreneur. The wife is the founder of Spanx.
Okay.
He started Zico coconut water, sold to Coca-Cola. Yeah. But that guy balances business and family very well. Yeah. So when I want to learn about like family balancing, it's more there. But I want to really look like what intensity looks like, you know? I think I'm quite normal already. Like he's like, Yeah.
Okay. What's one book you recommend entrepreneurs to read, even when they're starting out? Just one book.
Starting out, haven't started a business yet.
Haven't started.
Blue Ocean Strategy.
You start already?
Traction
Okay.
changed my company, bro.
Traction by which author?
Gino Wickman, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, changed my company.
What's the book about?
Is this concept called the entrepreneur operating system. So how you should think about structuring the company. It teaches a lot of concepts like, so like we know goals are bullshit, right? Like you set a goal, but if let's say you don't know what direction to run to. So goals are generally meant more directional, right? So that you know what projects to run today. Then what should your weekly meeting talk about? How do you plan your quarters? Like that's how
Traction.
we kinda, yeah. I think at 20 people, we felt that the company was moving at a pace where it was too slow. And traction, at the end of the day, your role as a CEO is to bring everybody to, hopefully they run in the same direction, right? Sometimes people stay away, right? Because they still mean well, but they stay away. So your job is to bring everybody together.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to end, but I'm very keen. Like, so when you're running a 20 team, right? Like, how often do you meet your team? Do you only meet like your key appointment holders?
I have a leadership meeting that lasts for 1.5 hours
Every week. Okay.
And
Probably start of the week, right?
Start of the week.
Okay.
Then depending on how many departments you run, I have that same structure of meeting with my function. Yeah.
Okay.
So I run 3 functions, so that's where we meet.
Okay. And I'm guessing your co-founders take other functions.
Yes, my co-founder take another function. Yeah. But basically your job is to align everybody. Make sure that whatever everybody is doing is aligned to where the company needs to be. Yeah, because when you solo, you know it's moving. Yeah. When it's a lot of people, it's just tougher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Traction. I'll take a
Number one, bro. Game changer, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, last question. Like, how many kids do you want to have?
2?
Elon Musk got 11.
Yeah, bro. But he intense, bro. Yeah. I wanted to have 2 deep relationship. Too deep, like too.
Sounds very wrong, but
deep relationship.
Sounds very wrong. For the LGBT, let's
Hey.
go together. It was nice having you.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me.